is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez. I am back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today's Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. You can see the plan of action on the screen. We're kicking things off by recapping our plays from yesterday. We're going to go over our Thrive Fantasy Partnership before we get into our brand new partnership today. I'm very excited to talk about, and then we'll use a good portion of this video to build out a 6-pick flex. In addition to that, I do actually have two plays that I am liking over on Prizepicks, two hitter fantasy score plays that I like over on Prizepicks, and we'll cover that as well. So if all that sounds good to you, if that plan looks good to you, then I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click that notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let's jump into those plays from yesterday. All right, so recapping our plays from yesterday, you either went 2-1 with your plays or 1-1-1, depending on where you got that Cutter Crawford line. In full transparency, those plays were given out to the members prior to the recording of the video, so they were able to get that Cutter Crawford line at 4.5, and he goes over his strikeout prop of 4.5, finishes the game with 5. We had Ryan Nelson go over his strikeout prop of 4. We had Clint Frazier fail to get us one base yesterday. However, he was walked and he stole second base and he finished the game with 7 fantasy points. It's kind of odd to think that a player can score 7 fantasy points without recording a hit, but we're seeing it more often this season. Players able to impact the game without actually recording a hit. So that was a little bit of a frustrating follow, I guess, and looking at those box scores and having the first two props go over for us, and then Clint Frazier failing to get a hit. Now, if you were able to get that Cutter Crawford line before the bump, then you got the over for sure. But if you played it at 5, like you saw it in the video, then you got the push, and that's what created the 1-1-1 day. So yeah, it could have been better, but you know, it is what it is with these line bumps. You see the impact that 0.5 makes. These lines are very sharp, and so we got to be sure that we're jumping on these plays when they're available to us and not waiting too long, because that 0.5 can be the difference between you having a profitable day or just a push. So I think it was a pretty good day yesterday. I believe our reads were on point. I think the research was on point, and we just looked today to get better. We looked today to improve. I do have 2 player props that I do want to share with you. I'll keep the insight to a minimum. If you want to know, more information on these 2 player props that we're going to go over in today's video, then head on over to the Discord. 100% free to join. I have all the plays that I play in my picks channel that you can take a look at and read a little bit more about why I like those plays. So before we get into today's new partner and building out a 6-pick flex, let's spend a few moments going over our partnership with Thrive Fantasy. All right, a lot of partnerships going on with the channel. I love it. We're growing, we're getting bigger, but each partner, I believe, brings value to you and helps you. And so I'll continue to bring partners as long as it continues to add value to your player prop process. So Thrive Fantasy, here's what you need to know. 100% deposit match up to $250 just for using promo code Chavez. Make sure your first deposit is $25 or more to enjoy that perk. In addition to that, you'll have access to a very friendly payout structure, meaning more money for you when your slips hit. And in addition to that, there's a lot of additions just for using promo code Chavez. Just for being a new user, you get access to a free square. Today's free square is Yu Darvish, 0.5 strikeouts. I think you take the over on this one. Pair it up with one other play that you like. Damn near guarantee a 3.2x your entry amount, or go for the bigger payout. Go for that 20.2x your entry amount. Go 5 for 5 with your slips. But no matter how you do it, make sure you do it using promo code Chavez and enjoy all the perks, all the good things, only over on Thrive Fantasy. All right, here we are over on the Prizepicks dashboard. Here are the 2 hitter fantasy score props that I like for today. I like the over on Jonathan India's 7.5 hitter fantasy score. And I also like the over on Christian Yelich's 6.5 hitter fantasy score. Now, the cool thing about this Yelich hitter fantasy score prop is that you can find it for the same line over on Underdog, and that's where you'll find the better value, in my opinion, because Underdog has a more favorable hitter fantasy scoring system than Prizepicks. I wouldn't be mad at you if you played it on both Underdog and Prizepicks. But these are the two player props that I like for today. Like I mentioned in the intro, if you want to know the details behind these props and why I like them, head on over to my free player prop Discord server. You can find these props in my free picks channel along with a detailed write-up on both of them. So with that being said, enough stalling. Let's get into our new partner, brand new partner of the channel, DG Fantasy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to be partnering with DG Fantasy. Before we get started and digging into the optimizer and building out a 6-pick flex using their amazing resources, I do want to spend a couple minutes going over a few facts about this company and why I like them and why I decided to ultimately partner up with them. So one of the biggest things that stands out to me is just the size of the company right now. Considered to be a small company of 7 total employees, but they're growing every single month. And I've been personally watching this company for the last couple of years prior to even creating DFS player prop content on my YouTube channel. And I really just appreciated the straightforwardness of each one of their YouTube videos and tutorials on how to use their tools. I love their no bullshit approach in terms of, you know, what it takes to be a profitable sports bettor in the long term. And so that was one of the things that kind of drew me to this company way back when, way before this partnership even materialized. This particular tool that we're talking about today, this DFS optimizer, has been around since April of 2022. And it's been tweaked a little bit. And that's another thing that I loved learning, is the fact that there is no room for complacency. There's always room to grow and get better, and I can definitely relate to that as a small YouTube channel. The biggest takeaway for me with this company and what Matt Downs is trying to do over there with DG Fantasy is really trying to help people become better, more profitable sports bettors, change that mindset around plus EV betting, and, you know, how to use it to your advantage. And so when looking at bringing in new partners, a couple questions I like to ask myself. Number one, is this product, is this tool going to bring value to you, my viewers, my subs? And then the second thing is this something that I would actually use myself? And both answer to both of those questions is yes. So those boxes were checked very early on in the evaluation process of this partnership. So I'm extremely excited to bring to you this partnership. And without further delay, let us dig into this DFS optimizer, learn how to use it, and then we'll build a 6-pick flex. All right, here we are over on the Daily Grind Fantasy website. I'm going to do my best to keep this short. I've learned from my past efforts. We don't have to cover everything in this video. I really want to give you a good overview of what the optimizer is and how to use it, and then we'll build a 6-pick flex. And as we use this throughout future videos, we'll try to uncover something new in each video so that it gives you a better idea of what this is capable of doing for you and your slip. So let me just start off by letting you know that everything you need is at your fingertips with this homepage. Wherever you are located, it doesn't matter. Whatever's legally open for you to play in your state, that's what's going to show up here at the top. So for me in Texas, these are all the available platforms that I can play, and this is going to add to the optimizer's reach here. Then we have all the filters that I can use to help me narrow down my player props, going with the sports, going with the leagues that are available. I can filter out by the teams that are active that day, stat type, whether the prop is set to go over under, and then my favorite drop down filter is the plus EV plays, because this is half the work right here. If I'm looking to build a 6-pick flex, then I can just select that, and the optimizer is going to pull up any play that is suitable, that is viable to put in a 6-pick flex. So as this loads up, it's going to pull up any prop that I can put in a 6-pick flex. I can literally just pick the first 6 I see making sure that we don't have multiple players from the same team when it comes to esports, and submit that as a 6-pick flex. It is really that easy. Let's go back. Let's select all filter, or excuse me, all leagues, all teams. And let me just kind of walk you through this Prizepicks 6-pick flex filter here. Now, this -118, this is what's considered American odds. Now, when you convert this American odd to a percentage, it comes out to 54.1%. So that means any play that we want to put into a 6-pick flex has to be 54.1% or higher odds to hit. As you can see, every single play here is over 54.1%. That means we can play any 6 of these in a slip, and it's going to give us the best odds for that slip to hit. If we wanted to play a 2-pick power, which is another popular slip type on Prizepicks, you can see that the odds dramatically increase. So -136 American odds converted, that comes out to 57% to hit. And as you can see right now, these 2 plays are the only 2 plays that are suitable for a 2-pick power based off the odds to hit. Let's dive in to building a 6-pick flex here. Let's start, and I want to try something a little different. We're going to clear out the filters. I just want to select WNBA, MLB, and college baseball to start things off, because I already know that when we select all, there are going to be a lot of esports plays that we can use. So I want to start off with these 3 sports, as there are fewer higher odds plays with these 3 sports. I want to put these in the slip first, and then we'll finish out the slip using a few esports plays, if that makes sense. So the first play that stands out to me is Suggs Sutton's points, rebounds, and assists, taking the over on that on Prizepicks, giving us a 54.76% chance to hit. Then the next best prop on the board is Kyle Hendricks under 4 strikeouts. That's giving us a 54.42% chance to hit. Remember, we're looking for anything above 54.1. And in fact, let me go ahead and select the Prizepick. So boom, right here. These are the 2 best plays for us to put into a 6-pick flex. So let's head on over to Prizepicks. Let's put these in now, and then we'll fill out the remaining spots in the slip with some esports plays. All right, over on the Prizepicks board, we got Hendricks under his strikeouts prop, and then we have Sutton over her points, rebounds, and assists prop. Remember, we're going to fill out the remaining 4 spots of this slip with some esports plays. All right, so now we have all the best available plays for us in building out a 6-pick flex. Let's go ahead and select that option, and let's start at the very top. So the one thing we have to be mindful of is we cannot play Kenvy and Solo because they're on the same team. We cannot play them in the same slip. So what we're gonna do for the sake of this video, we're gonna go with the higher odds play, which is Kenvy over his map 1 line. Under 2 is the way to go on Prizepicks, because you can see competing sportsbooks have this at 1.5, giving us a 0.5 discrepancy, 58% chance to go over this line. Remember, we're looking for anything over 54.13. This is clearly over that. And then the next play we're going to roll with is the ABM line here, CSGO play, 35 over on Prizepicks. You're getting it at 38 in other sports books, giving you a 56.91% chance to hit. So over on Prizepicks, you can see that we got Kenvy in there under his line and ABM in there over his line. And then we're just going to go down the line here. We have Tomo over 2.5. We can see that there is no line discrepancy, but still very favorable odds when you look at the odds to hit, giving you a 56.24 chance to hit. Or well, we can't actually play Kaiser in this one because we're already playing ABM. They're on the same team. So we would just go down to Aggressivo, map 1. You can see his number right here set at 2 over on Prizepicks, but on other sports books is giving you a 2.5 line. So again, you're getting it at a 0.5 line discount, giving you a 55.67 chance to hit. So let's head on over to Prizepicks. Let's finish out our slip. We're going Tomo over his map 1 line of 2.5, and then we're going to go with Aggressivo over his map 1 line at 2. All right, over on the Prizepicks dashboard, we've already got Tomo and Aggressivo in there, both going over their line. So let's go ahead and recap these 6 plays, all found using the DFS optimizer over on DG Fantasy. We got Kyle Hendricks under his 4 strikeout prop. We got Sug Sutton over 22 points, rebounds, and assists. And we're finishing out our slip with 4 esports plays. Got Kenvy in there under his line, ABM in there over his line, Tomo in there over, and Aggressivo in there over his line as well. We're going to go ahead and put $5 on this. We're going to go ahead and submit this right now, and we're good to go. So there you have it. There is our very first 6-pick flex constructed using our brand new partners optimizer tool over on Daily Grind Fantasy. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel and checking this video out. Do drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this 6-pick flex we created today, as well as our 2 hitter fantasy score player props that we covered. Jonathan India and Christian Yelich both going over their props. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. And as always, thank you all so much for supporting this channel and helping it grow a bit bigger every single day. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of the plays that we covered in today's video. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is